Hello everyone. Welcome back to Learn with Us. I am so happy to be here today with all of you.
Hello, Emily, and hello to all of our friends listening at home, at work, or maybe while you are walking outside. It is a beautiful day for a podcast.
I want you to close your eyes for just a moment.
Okay, my eyes are closed.
Good. Now, I want you to imagine you were standing right next to a wide, fast river.
Oh, wow, a fast river.
Yeah. And on the side where you are standing right now, everything is small. Everything is safe. Everything is very familiar.
Right, it's comfortable.
Exactly. This side of the river is your childhood. You know, your parents hold your hand. Your teachers tell you exactly what to do every single minute of the day.
That sounds really nice and safe.
It is, but you cannot stay on this side forever. You need to get to the other side of the river.
And what is on the other side?
The other side is where you become a young adult. The world over there is big and it's open. So how do you cross this wild river?
You have to walk across a bridge.
Yes, a bridge. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a really beautiful source text today. It is called The Bridge of Youth, Navigating Junior High School.
It's a great topic. And for you listening, the junior high school years usually happen when a person is around 12 to 15 years old.
Right, 12 to 15.
Yeah. And this time in your life is completely unique because you are no longer a small child. But you are also not a fully grown adult yet either.
You are right in the middle.
Exactly, you're in the middle. And the author of our source uses this image of a bridge to explain these three special years.
I have to say, the word bridge feels like just the perfect choice.
Why do you think so?
Well, a bridge is not a destination. You know, you do not build a house in the middle of a bridge and live there forever.
No, you don't. That would be silly.
Right. A bridge is a path. It is
Yeah.
meant for walking. It means motion and change. You are leaving one very comfortable place and you are moving toward an unknown place.
And being in the middle of a bridge, well, it can feel a little bit unsteady. The wind blows harder when you're out over the water, right?
Oh, yeah. You look back and childhood seems far away.
Yes, and you look forward and adulthood still seems very distant. Our source material says that this middle space, this bridge, is full of really strong feelings.
The challenges are just bigger.
They really are.
So let us take you, the listener, on this journey today. We are going to walk across this bridge together, step by step.
Step by step.
And we have to start with that very first step, right? Stepping off the solid ground and onto the wooden bridge.
Which is the very first day of junior high school.
Exactly.
The first day.
Walking onto a new school campus for the first time is, well, it's a massive shift for your body and your mind. Our source talks about how everything just feels like too much on those first few days.
Yeah, suddenly everything around you is physically larger.
Right. The campus is huge compared to an elementary school.
It really is. You have to walk down these long, long hallways. You have to find different classrooms for different subjects.
And it is not just the buildings that are bigger.
No, the books you have to carry are much thicker. Remember, my backpack was so heavy.
Literally heavier on your shoulders. Plus, there is a sea of unknown faces. You are surrounded by hundreds of new students.
It's like, well, seeing those thicker books on that bigger campus, it is like stepping into a giant's world.
A giant's world. That is a great way to say it.
Right. Of course it makes you nervous. The desks feel bigger. The older students look huge. A 12-year-old is going to feel a bit overwhelmed.
Completely natural. Our source says feeling your stomach tie up in knots is totally okay here. Everyone is starting a new journey.
You just have to get used to it.
Yeah. In elementary school, you knew all the rules. You were the oldest and biggest kids. But now, you are the youngest kids again. You are a small fish in a very big pond.
But, you know, they are not walking into this giant's world completely alone. The source puts a big focus on the teachers.
Yes, the role of the teacher changes a lot on this bridge. In childhood, a teacher just gives you basic facts and keeps you safe.
Right. They teach you how to add simple numbers.
Or how to read simple sentences. But in junior high, their job changes. They become guides.
Wait, really? Let me push back on that a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Are they actually guides?
Yeah.
Because to a junior high student, teachers often just look like strict rule makers.
That's fair.
They give out heavy homework. They give difficult grades. Do students really see them as guides at that age?
Maybe not right in the moment. When a student sees a bad grade on a test, they might just feel sad or angry.
Exactly.
But look at what the teacher is actually doing. Our source explains that junior high teachers are starting to show students how the real world works. They stop holding the student's hand.
Ah, I see.
When a teacher gives a hard assignment, and refuses to just give the easy answer,
Yeah.
they are making the student think. They are teaching them how to be a better person, not just how to do math.
So the strictness is actually part of the guidance.
Yes, exactly.
They're showing you the path, but they're forcing you to do the walking yourself.
That is a perfect way to put it.
Okay, so the student gets used to the giant campus. They meet these new strict teachers. Then the real life on the bridge starts, the daily routine.
Right, the daily life of a student. And it is a mix of really hard work and really great fun. Let us talk about the hard work first.
The busy days.
Mm-hmm.
The source is very honest about this. The workload is very busy.
The subjects get much deeper. You are not just learning basic reading anymore.
Right. You are studying history, learning about how the past changed our world today. You are studying science, looking at tiny cells, or learning about gravity.
In geography, learning the maps of the whole world.
That is a lot for your brain to handle. You are learning thousands of new facts every week. And it doesn't stop when the school day ends.
No, it doesn't. That is where the homework comes in.
The source mentions that the homework can sometimes be a bit much.
I think any student would agree with that.
Yeah. You sit in the classroom all day, then you go home, sit at your desk, and spend hours writing or doing math.
And then there are the exams. Junior high brings big exams. Sitting in a quiet room for 2 hours, trying to remember everything, it makes you feel very tired.
Just thinking about all that homework and those exams sounds very tiring to me.
It is tiring.
But the source says there are fun parts too. It mentions 3 specific fun areas.
Yes. Sports meetings, clubs, and lunchtime.
Let's start with sports meetings. The author paints a nice picture here. You are running on the green grass. The sun is out.
And you hear your classmates cheering for you.
Yeah, 100 kids shouting your name. That's a great feeling. And then there are the clubs.
Right, joining a music club, an art club, or maybe a robot club.
But let me ask you a question about this.
Sure.
We just said the homework and exams are so tiring, right? The backpack is heavy.
Yes, very tired.
So does staying after school to build a robot or paint a picture, does that just make you more tired? Do these fun times actually give us the energy to keep going?
That is a really great question, and it touches on how our brains work. There is a big difference between your body being tired and your mind being happy.
Oh, okay.
Yes, building a robot takes physical effort. But think about what happens inside the student. They are doing something they chose to do.
Right. Nobody forced them to join the robot club.
Exactly. The source says this is where you find what you truly love. When you do something you love, your brain feels rewarded. It feels excited.
I get it. So while your body might be tired, your mind gets a big boost of happy energy.
Yes.
It's like plugging your phone into a charger.
I love that analogy.
A hard math exam drains your battery.
Yeah.
But going to the art club or having lunch with friends, that plug your battery back in.
Yes, and speaking of lunch, the source calls lunchtime the happiest part of the day.
Oh, definitely. Opening your lunchbox, sharing food.
Talking about cartoons or new video games, just relaxing.
These happy hours give you the energy to do the hard work. And who do you share these happy lunchtimes with?
Your friends.
Right, your friends. The daily life of a student naturally leads to creating the best part of junior high, friendship.
The author makes a really amazing point about friendship here. It says that a student usually spends more time with their classmates than they do with their own parents.
That is wild. It is wild to think you spend more time with classmates than your own parents.
But it's true if you think about it.
Yeah, your parents see you for a little bit in the morning and a few hours at night, but you are with your classmates for 7 or 8 hours straight every single day.
You are living your daily life with them. You are all in this giant's world together.
Your classmates are like your teammates in the game of growing up.
Teammates, yes. You sit in the same quiet rooms, taking the same hard exams. You run on the same green grass.
You study together, you play together, and the source says you even cry together.
That part is really important. Sharing both the happy moments, like celebrating a good grade, and the sad moments, like crying over a bad grade. That builds a very strong bond.
Why do they become what the source calls a second family, though?
Because they are the ones right next to you. When you are sad, they help you. When you succeed, they cheer for you. They share your life.
The text even says many people call these friends for life.
Yes, lifelong friends.
Now, I have to wonder, we are talking about young kids, 12 and 13 years old.
Yeah.
People change so much. Can they really be friends for life?
Actually, yes. Science shows that during these years, the brain is growing really fast. The parts of the brain that handle friendship and memory are very active.
Oh, wow.
So the friendships you make on this bridge leave a very deep mark on your heart and your mind. They are a second family.
That makes a lot of sense. So because you spend all this time learning, taking exams, and sharing life with your second family, you start to change completely.
Yes. Walking across the bridge changes you. The text talks about changes on the outside and changes on the inside.
Let's look at the outside changes first. Growing taller.
Right. You might buy shoes in September, and by December they are too small.
Your body is growing fast. And your voice changes too. You sound older.
But the source focuses mostly on the biggest change, which is the change inside your heart.
The invisible change.
Exactly. The text calls this learning to be independent.
Independent. That is a big, important word for our listeners. Let's make sure we explain that clearly.
Okay. A small child needs adults for everything. They're dependent. But becoming independent means learning to solve problems by yourself.
Doing things on your own.
Yes. And how does that happen? Think about that heavy homework again.
Okay, I'm thinking about it.
The student is alone in their room. The math problem is really hard. The parents cannot help because it is too difficult. The student has to choose. Do I give up, or do I try to fix this myself?
And when they finally solve it, they realize they have power.
Exactly. They learn how to solve problems alone. They also learn how to care for others, like helping a friend who is sad.
You know, I want to use a simple analogy here to explain this change. Think about a tree.
A tree. Okay.
Growing taller and your voice changing, well, those are like the tree getting bigger branches.
Right. Everyone can see the branches.
Yes, everyone sees the outside. But becoming independent learning to solve problems alone, that is like growing strong roots under the ground.
Oh, I love the tree analogy. Growing strong roots. You cannot see the roots, but they are the most important part.
Right. And a tree needs strong roots to grow high, right? Which connects directly to the future. Our source says junior high is when you start to have your own dreams.
Big dreams, like wanting to be a doctor so you can heal people.
Or an artist, painting beautiful things.
Or even an astronaut flying up into space.
But dreams are just ideas. How does a young student actually reach them?
The source says junior high gives you the tools to build those dreams. And those tools are exactly what you just said, the strong roots.
Oh, I see.
Independence and problem solving, those are the tools. If you want to be a doctor, you need to know how to study hard. If you want to be an astronaut, you need to know how to handle hard problems.
Junior high builds those strong roots so you can reach your big dreams later.
Exactly. It builds the foundation.
But because all these big changes happen in just 3 short years, the time goes by very fast.
Incredibly fast. You step onto the bridge, you blink, and suddenly it is time to leave.
And this brings us to a final message for you, the listener. The author of our text has some great advice.
The advice is, enjoy every moment.
Enjoy the busy days and the happy hours.
Yes. And also, do not be afraid of making mistakes.
Wait, society usually says mistakes are bad, right? If you fail a test, that's bad.
But the author says every mistake is actually a lesson. Think about riding a bicycle.
Okay.
You cannot learn to ride a bike without falling down a few times.
That's true.
The fall is not a failure. The fall teaches you how to balance.
So if you fail a test, the lesson is learning how to study better.
Right. And the author says to be brave, stay curious, and be kind to everyone. If you do that, these 3 years will become a beautiful treasure in your heart forever.
A treasure, not gold or money, but a treasure of happy memories and strong roots.
Exactly. A treasure you keep inside you.
Well, we have walked across the whole bridge today, from the giant campus to the heavy homework to the happy lunches with your second family.
And we watch the invisible roots of independence grow.
It is a beautiful journey. As we finish our deep dive today, we want to leave you with a simple but deep question to think about on your own.
Yes, a question for you to explore.
We talked about how every mistake is just a secret lesson, like falling off a bicycle. So think about your day-to-day.
What mistake did you make today?
Did you forget something? Did you get an answer wrong? Don't be sad about it. Ask yourself, what secret, helpful lesson is hidden inside that mistake for your future?
That is a great question for anyone to think about.
Keep looking for those lessons and keep growing those strong roots. Thank you for taking this deep dive with us today. Keep learning, and we will talk to you next time.